I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. Today I'm over at a buddy's and we're doing some tile work, and we have the Ridgid R4040S tile saw to show you. This is an 8-inch blade, and the unit has capacities of a 24-inch tile rip cut, an 18-inch diagonal, and let me tell you right off the bat, this thing does an excellent job on cuts. We've been making a lot of thin cuts just to see if it would do this, and we were able to cut very long, very thin pieces without breaking anything off. And what's even more impressive is our cuts, and this has been a huge pet peeve of mine with other tile saws. The edges, the very end when your blade comes through, it doesn't nip it. There is a support ledge in the back here that supports your tile all the way through the cut, and it prevents that last little bit from getting nipped off. There's nothing worse than having a nipped corner and you won't be able to use it. So this does an excellent cut job. This comes with a 6,500 RPM rated blade, which is a diamond edge blade. So that is one reason why you're getting a very clean cut. Very easy to change, very easy to put together. This unit is, we had to look at the manual a couple times, but it wasn't that bad. Man, there is just tons of cool features with this. These spray nozzles come off so you can clean them in case they ever get gummed up. There's one on each side of the blade, goes right back on. There's a baffle system inside here that helps keep more water to the blade than just blowing it through. So you're able to keep your blade cool, keep them from burning up. This unit, like I said, is an 8-inch blade, and it has a plunge cut feature with it, which I believe you can do up to 2 3/4 inch depth cuts. There's also a bevel feature, so if you're interested, you can do 22.5, 40, 30-degree cuts, whatever you need to do there. There's a couple really impressive features with this. Your bed is on some sealed bearings, and it rides really, really smooth. The top surface on this is a rubber surface with grooves for the water to channel back into the tray, but that keeps your tile set. I don't know if you've ever used an old tile saw before, but when they have the metal tops, you get bits and pieces there, you're always scratching and sliding around. This will keep your work piece set and stable. Like other saws, it comes with an angle edge helper, to use a stupid term, but it does 45, 30, 15, 0 degrees. You can take it off and not use it if you don't want to. Now, one really cool feature I like about this saw is in the tray. This tray is, you know, who thinks about a tray? It holds water. Well, we put about 4 gallons into this unit, and this tray, it's sloped down with baffles along the way. It goes around the edge here, and then it slopes down to where there's a submersible pump in this back right corner. In front of that pump is a filter. Now, each one of these baffles catches larger pieces of tile. Have you ever seen Gold Rush, the show? It's kind of like their wash tubs. It catches the heavy elements as it goes down the different steps. And that's what this does, and you can really see it in the water when you first start cutting. It's really milky over here, and it gets cleaner all the way around to the pump, where when we take this back tray off and look down, the water in the pump was just clean. So that's going to really prolong the life of your pump. Now, the pump you can take out, and if you need to clean it, or if you just don't want it there anymore, you can take the pump out. It's just held in place by suction cups. This Backsplash Guard does a really, really nice job. There is a little bit of spray that comes way back here, but it's very minimal. This is a saw that you could go in a house, I would say, and use it without fear of wrecking anything, because there's these rubber flaps here keeping most of your water in the tray. When we did an angle cut with this, a bevel cut, we had a little bit of overspray on this side of the saw, but it wasn't bad. Now, this saw also comes with a stand. Now, the stand's really nice. If you've ever used a tile saw, stands are invaluable. It also has, the water tray has wheels on it. Now, this tray and unit is not clamped to the stand, so you don't want to grab the tray and move the unit because it's not going to be attached to the stand. This is made so when you're done, you can separate the stand and the unit, and you can roll the tray on these wheels. Now, for cleanup, sometimes that could be an issue with these tile saws. And this one, they thought this out. There's some clamps in the front here that takes this whole cutting unit, tray, tracks and everything, and you can lift this out of the tray and clean your tray with a hose or however you want to clean it. There's also a drain plug down here so you can get the water out quickly. But, so when you do this, you're going to need some help though. You could probably do it one person, but to be safe and not wreck your saw, 2 people, unclamp it, take it off and set it down. What else about this unit? We did do an 18 and a quarter inch diagonal cut with this. Beautiful cut. There is a button on the side of the handle here that's a laser guide, and that helped out a lot. If you're trying to set up freehand your cuts, you can set the laser line down and go. And so that's actually triggered, powered here rather than turning the unit on. There is a pin here that if you pull it out and rotate it, you can get your tray to lock in. And you're going to want to do that if you're moving it or taking this off. Lock this in to keep it from falling out and sliding around. Otherwise, you can pull the pin out and it has a positive stop at the end so you don't go off to the end of the saw. You know, all in all, this saw is really amazing. I couldn't believe how clean the cuts were, how nice the bed moved on it, how well the wash tub worked. I'll tell you what, I've used a lot of really crappy tile saws in the past. I've used a super high-end tile saw, and this one right here rivals that top end. The only other thing the top end did more than this was it had basically a bigger blade, and it had more splash guards to keep this in with an extension table. And this looks like it's been set up that you can buy an extension table so you can get a larger tile in here. But all in all, this is a wonderful saw. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. 2 more things. There's some tool storage on the back of this unit in case you need it. And the one thing I don't like about this saw is it is not GFCI cords. So make sure when you're using this, it would be smart to plug this into either a GFCI outlet or have yourself an extension cord with a GFCI on it, because you are working around water and you want to be safe. So other than that, this is one impressive unit, and we're going to continue on with this job and really put this thing to the test. So come over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, come over to the forum, become a member. It's free. Let's talk tools, home improvement, autos, anything. And until next time, I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. Talk to you later.